Hello, good evening, everybody. Welcome to our Working Wednesday, where we're going through the finer points of the concept of residual income, or as Jordan Adler likes to put it, beach money. And that's the sort of income you have that whether you decide to go into work or stay at home and do nothing, you still get paid because you do the work once and you get paid for eternity. Just like an author, a singer, anybody in those sorts of fields, they get residual income. And it looks as though the world is turning very much towards this concept these days, as more and more people are finding out that a 9 to 5 isn't everything it's cracked up to be. And I do believe that that was one of the positives, one can say, that came out of the lockdown situation, is that people discovered that they could work from home. And once they discovered that they could work from home, they discovered that they could work from phone, and therefore they could work from anywhere. As long as they had an internet connection and a little bit of power, they could do work. So right now, they've decided that this going into the office every day, getting stuck in traffic for hours on end, and missing out on family events and missing out on life actually isn't such fun. Yes, you might get a healthy income at the end of the month, but as I've discovered in the last few months, that healthy income can stop in an instant. And we've seen all the mass layoffs last year, and then again in the beginning of this year, where thousands upon thousands of people working for big companies woke up in the morning and suddenly discovered that that was the end of their career, because now they couldn't log into their laptops because they'd been shut out because their job had been terminated. They were working yesterday, today they don't have a job, and well, now they're one of 8 to 10,000 people looking for the same line of work. And companies are shrinking because there's a little thing called chat, something or other, that's AI, or artificial intelligence, that is taking over a lot of things. We've seen that in like car factories where robots have taken over a lot of jobs. And now we're seeing that in office structures where a robot can do what 5 other people would normally be doing. So all those jobs are suddenly becoming, oops, gone. And your secure jobs are the ones who are programming the robots. So also people are wanting to have the freedom of, the weather's great today, I think I'd like to go down to the beach. You don't need to call in sick. You don't need to take a day's leave. You can go down to the beach and still get paid. Or your family's got a special occasion. Well, let's go on a trip and enjoy ourselves as a family and enjoy that special occasion without worrying to go, I don't have enough money, or I've got to save up for months, or I don't have any leave available. Hey, just go. And that is the beauty of linear, residual income, which is what we do in our business. And this is what I've been going through with this book from Jordan Adler called Beach Money. And I'm going to now share my screen and go through the next little bit. I'm also going to share my sound because I've got a very interesting little clip to play. I hope I will get there at some stage at this stage, because I'm trying to just not rush through this whole deal. We are going to slideshow from the beginning and get rid of me. So as I said, I am borrowing quite heavily from the book Beach Money by Jordan Adler. And if you don't have this book already, I would highly recommend getting it, because while I'm taking quite a bit of information from there, there's a lot that I'm not covering, which is a really good idea to be able to read it for yourself and learn, because I've gone through it and now I'm working through it, and it's a different story when you're working through it as opposed to just reading it. So we've gone through a few things, and we've come to the things, the 3 things to prevent or fix a short attention span. I was listening to a podcast this morning, and the comment was that life has become very fast, as we all know, and people don't have time for a 30-minute presentation. The one comment was that if your presentation is 13 minutes long, that is 1/3 of a Netflix episode. I wouldn't know because I don't really watch Netflix, but that's quite a scary thought. And to get people to sit and to pay attention for just 13 minutes is already a challenge. And when you look at things like Reels, these are people who are putting up, and this is under, what's this thing? Instagram. You have Instagram Reels and you have Facebook Reels and all those sort of things. And they're doing video clips of 30 seconds long. And that is how long you've got to get somebody's attention, because they don't have the time or don't want to make the time to sit and listen to a 20 to 30-minute presentation. And you think back to the early days of our business, where they used to do 3-hour presentations with 2 intervals. There's no way people are going to go for that these days, because they'll just tell you straight, they don't have the time. Realize that you are a company owner. This is your business, and you must have a long-term perspective rather than just something you are trying. So when faced with challenges, don't think about quitting. Rather look for solutions to the challenge. Your job is to find solutions and learn the lessons necessary to get past the problems. Remember, we are in a business of our own, but not on our own. We have the backup of team. We have the backup of the company. So at the end of the day, you are still a company owner. Stay close to the fire. Stay connected to those people who are on a mission to change the world with your program. These are people in the business who would never consider quitting. Be around those people as often as possible. You will find these people at company events. Not participating in company events is business suicide. And I look at my team and I see how many people I've had over the years who, yeah, we'll look at it, we'll try it. They're no longer part of the team for various reasons. And some of them have got very viable reasons as to why they're not doing the business anymore. And some have just quit. And those are the ones I feel bad for, because I've convinced them to invest in the company, but it hasn't been an investment, it's been a spend. And that's not what I want. I want them to invest their time and their money, just a little bit of money, to be able to reap the benefits, because we know the benefits in this business. But we've got to let it go. To survive long term, learn to let go of things you can't control and refresh your excitement daily. This is a learned and conscious skill. Reinvent yourself daily. I'm pretty sure Charlie or Louis or any of these guys don't look at their list at the end of the day and go, oh no, so-and-so's dropped out. Oh no, that one, they've fallen off. Oh no, they're not buying anything. And then they start tearing their hair out and going, oh no, what are we going to do? They go, oh well, too bad, so sad. Sorry, but I can't help you if you're not willing to come to the party and allow me to help you. And they carry on. So how do you manage such a large group of people? Remember that when you look at Eagle Team as a whole, I don't know the exact figures, but it's in excess of 500,000 people. How does one person, namely Charlie Bolton, manage such a large group? Well, the simple answer is he doesn't. Some people don't want to build a business because they are convinced that it will take too much time to manage a team. I know I've had that same feeling and same thought. Now, what does a typical full-time network marketer look like? Now, this is a generalization. Obviously, everybody is different. Jordan Adler says he works about 4 hours a day. And the work involves things like three-way calls with team members, and that can include your WhatsApp calls, your Telegram calls, Zoom calls, sharing the opportunity. So he's spoken to a couple of people and prospects, and they said, yes, we're interested. And then he goes ahead and he shares the business plan. Holding a sizzle session or training, much like what we're doing right now, what we do on a Sunday evening, what we do on a Tuesday. Doing a Zoom webinar, which we do once a month as a ADT. Answering emails, returning phone calls, because you've phoned somebody or you've messaged somebody and they've called you back, but you've been out surfing, you've been out cycling, you've been out playing golf, you've been out at a beauty therapy appointment, or you've been at the gym. So you get the call and you now return those calls. That's part of your 4 hours, just 4 hours of work. The other 20 hours can be filled with things like sleeping, because we know we need at least 8 hours sleep, working out, socializing, studying, like me prepping for these presentations, reading. I love nothing better than to sit on my front veranda reading a good book, traveling. So where would you like to go? If time and money was not a problem, where would you like to travel? We're looking forward to Sun City in the not too distant future. Compliments of Charlie. But we've got to earn it to get there. Once a week, take a few days off and go do something fun. So you can have a 4-day week. And there's a couple of books out there that talk about the 4-day work week. And interestingly enough, they're doing this, I think it's in Germany at the moment, where they're experimenting in the corporate field of doing a 4-day work week. And the results have been quite astonishing. About once every 2 months, take a whole week off. Go to game reserve. Go on holiday somewhere to a family member. Go to Cape Town. Go and take a week off. Your job when sponsoring someone is simply to get them started. And that's what we do in our 4 hours. It's not your job to manage them. It's not your job to spoon feed them. Our job is sponsoring them. Each person who joins you is an independent business owner who is responsible for their own business. If you plan on managing thousands of people, you will have a problem. There are not enough hours in the day to manage them all, and you will burn out. We hear about burnout in the corporate sector so often, where people are either trying to manage a whole bunch of other people in the office, or there's always that one responsible person. When if anything goes wrong, they're responsible, and they get held accountable, and they're at this one's beck and that one's call, and they need to go here, there, and everywhere else, and be in 10 different places at the same time. I've experienced this, and I still do experience this from time to time, where I have physios phone me, I have patients phone me, I have doctors phone me, I have hospitals phone me, I have my management phone me, quite often at the same time. And then I'm in one hospital, and then they call me back to my rooms, and then I'm in my rooms, and they call me to another hospital. And I spend my day running around like a headless chicken. You burn out because you can just do that for so long. If you are growing quickly, so you're getting a lot of people sponsored into your business, you may personally bring in about 1 new person a week. Right now, we are focusing on trying to do a 3 in 30. So in other words, we're looking at doing 3 people in 30 days. Your plan after that is, first of all, sign them up, train them for an hour, just run through the business plan and take them through to president's team and help them to bring in 1 to 2 people. Again, we've heard this training from Charlie so often. Get the person in. When you're doing the kit opening, get 10 names, filter it down, look for 2 to 3 people, and help them to sign them up as soon as possible in order to get anchored. And then follow through. Get your new person to help their new people to sign up, 1 to 2 people. And so it goes. It sounds so simple, doesn't it? It's not always that simple in practice. It's very simple in theory. Any other phone calls or visits are strictly social or an occasional coaching session, because they will need coaching. And when they're starting to grow, they will ask you for coaching. And that is what we do. We are coaches, and we need to start looking at ourselves like that. If you need to manage all of your people and their people, your group will only grow as far as you can reach. Remember, you only have so many hours in one day. You can do anything. And we are looking to work on only 4 hours, not 8 to 16. You will limit your growth to only people you can personally work with. Think about how big your group will become, or your organizational growth depends on you. Again, your job is simply to get your new distributor started and then go work with someone new. It's not your job to answer the questions of all the people in your group. Your job is to train your new people to answer the questions of their new people. And if I may add, your job should be to train your new people where to find the answers for their people and for themselves. Everyone is responsible for the few people they bring in. I heard it said somewhere that people can, I think it was Roger, in fact, that spoke about it, said you can only handle 5 people at one time. And it doesn't matter who or what you are, every leader works with 5 people. So in an army, general works with 5 of his top officers who work with their 5 top officers who work with, etc. And so it goes. In any corporation, you've only got 5 people that you are working with. You will never abandon your people, but you do need to delegate the responsibility for new distributors to a person who signed them up. Don't do the work of your downline. Occasionally, there will be times when a distributor is not very active in the business, and you may need to lean on you to pick up the loose ends of training a new person. But if I may say, let them come to you. Don't chase after them. Be careful about crippling your group by always doing it for them. Your job is to sign up a person, train them, help them sign up a couple of people so that they know how to do it. And that's it. It's that simple. Then do it again and again and again, and just keep doing it every single day. You need to replace yourself. Your goal is to replace yourself as quickly as possible. Replacing yourself means finding and training others to do your job better than you are doing it. By replacing yourself, you become more valuable as a leader. As you become more valuable, you make more money. By replacing yourself, you are helping others get what they want. And it's been said that the person with the marker in a presentation is the one making the money. So train your people to get a marker in their hands, to train their people to get a marker in their hands. As you train others to do what you do, they are now positioned to earn more money and establish a beach money lifestyle for themselves. You are rewarded for helping others get what they want. As Zig Ziglar always says, you can get everything you want in life if you help enough others get what they want. Now, this was a little skit that he spoke about in the book. And it was suggested that you look at this, and I went and found this little skit, and it's quite good and quite eye-opening about training you what network marketing do's and don'ts include.
Dr. Switzer?
Yes, come in. I'm just washing my hands.
I'm Catherine Bigman. Janet Carlisle referred me.
Oh, yes. Fear of being buried alive in a box.
Yes, that's me. Should I lay down?
Oh, no, we don't do that anymore. Just have a seat. And let me tell you a bit about our billing. I charge $5 for the first 5 minutes. And then absolutely nothing after that. How does that sound?
That sounds great. Too good to be true, as a matter of fact.
Well, I can almost guarantee you that our session won't last the full 5 minutes. Now, we don't do any insurance billing, so you would either have to pay in cash or by check.
Wow, okay.
And I don't make change.
All right.
And go.
Go.
Well, tell
What?
me about the problem that you wish to address.
Oh, okay. Well, I have this fear of being buried alive in a box. I start thinking about being buried alive, and I begin to panic.
Has anyone ever tried to bury you alive in a box?
No, but truly thinking about it does make my life horrible. I mean, I can't go through tunnels or be in an elevator or in a house, anything boxy.
So what you're saying is you're claustrophobic.
Yes, that's it.
All right, well, let's go, Catherine. I'm going to say 2 words to you right now. I want you to listen to them very, very carefully. Then I want you to take them out of the office with you and incorporate them into your life.
Well, shall I write them down?
Well, if it makes you comfortable, it's just 2 words. We find most people can remember them.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes.
Okay, here they are. Stop it!
I'm sorry?
Stop it!
Stop it?
Yes, S-T-O-P, new word, I-T.
So, what are you saying?
You know, it's funny. I say 2 simple words, and I cannot tell you the amount of people who say exactly the same thing you're saying. I mean, this is not Yiddish, Catherine. This is English. Stop it.
So, I should just stop it.
There you go. I mean, you don't want to go through life being scared of being buried alive in a box, do you? I mean, that sounds frightening.
It is.
Then stop it.
I can't. I mean, it's been with me since childhood.
No, we don't go there. Just stop.
So, I should just stop being afraid of being buried alive in a box.
You got it. Good go. Well, it's only been 3 minutes, so that will be $3.
Actually, I only have a 5, so
Well, I don't make change.
then I guess I'll take the full 5 minutes.
Fine. All right. Well, what other problems would you like to address?
I'm bulimic. I stick my fingers down my throat.
Stop it! What are you, nut of some kind? Don't do that.
But I'm compelled to. My mom used to call me fatty.
No, we don't go there.
But I've been having this dream.
No, we don't go there either.
But my horoscope did say...
We definitely don't go there. Just stop it. What else?
Well, I have self-destructive relationships with men.
Stop it! You want to be with a man, don't you?
Yes.
Well, then stop it. Don't be such a big baby.
I wash my hands a lot.
That's all right.
It is?
I wash my hands all the time. And there's a lot of germs out there. Yeah, don't worry about that one.
I'm afraid to drive.
Well, stop it! How are you going to get around? Get in the car and drive, you kook.
Stop it! You stop it! You stop it!
What's the problem, Kathy?
I don't like this. I don't like this therapy at all. You're just telling me to stop it.
And you don't like that?
No, I don't.
So you think we're moving too fast? Is that it?
Yes. Yes, I do.
All right, then let me give you 10 words that I think will clear everything up for you. You want to get a pad and a pencil for this one?
Right.
Are you ready? Mm-hmm. All right, here are the 10 words. Stop it or I'll bury you alive in a box!
So, don't make excuses for what you do. Never apologize for being in the network marketing industry. It's a real business with real potential, and it has benefits that are astoundingly appealing to many business owners who understand it. Network marketing is one of the best kept secrets in business today. Stop apologizing. As Bob Newhart says, stop it. And we should be telling ourselves that on a very regular basis. And I found this quite interesting and amusing because you get so hung up on all these funny things, but what will people think and what if and what? But it's actually very simple. Stop it. Who cares? Ask the question, get on. Don't cut corners on the important stuff. Don't buy a convention ticket and then try to sell it to someone else and not go yourself. Events will transform your life and business. Cut corners when buying coffee. Cut corners when eating out. Cut corners on Christmas gifts. But don't negotiate with your future. Don't cut corners on your personal development. Don't cut corners on your tools. Invest in yourself and your business. And I will say it again, as I've always said, personal development that I've had through this business has been priceless to me, more so than any other products, and the products work extremely effectively. Don't quit when things get tough. Things will get tough, and you will want to quit. Some people quit before making any money, and some at much higher levels. People quit for their own reasons, but usually when things get tough, this is when your most valuable lessons are learned. No one is immune. Never look back. You can reset regularly, but quitting is not a good success strategy. Don't go all the way on the first date. The relationship must come before marriage. Focus on getting to know the other person and understanding a bit about them first. You will have a better chance of acceptance if you get to know the other person before you tell them all about the business. If you find yourself presenting all over the other person and you don't know anything about them, stop it. Don't say, I just got into this new little business. It's not a new little business. This statement plants a seed in the mind of your potential distributor that what we have here is not such a big deal. It is a big deal. It's a multi-million-dollar or rand enterprise that is transforming a generation of business people. You realize that your little business could one day have 1 million customers. Do the maths. Conservatively, your income would be hundreds of thousands of rands a month. That scenario is conceivable. Don't talk about the business. Talking about the business can be fatal. First, it doesn't usually work because the person you're talking to hasn't seen what you have seen. People need to see it. Have you ever started telling someone about the business only to see them start drifting away as you try to explain? Instead, tell them you will catch up with them soon and then leave it. Rather say, I may get in touch with you and we will set up a time to chat. Later, text them and set up a time to show them everything from start to finish. Giving a partial explanation is not effective or professional. Set up a time and take a full 30 to 60 minutes to show them everything from start to finish. And that can take part in your 4 hours of work a day. I'm going to stop this right here because we only have about 6 minutes left. And I would like to open up if anybody has any questions or comments to make at this stage before I cut the recording. Okay.